Hold on to your monocles, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the thrilling world of Victorian prose. This isn't just any old literary journey. It's a deep dive into a time when words were wielded like swords, and every sentence was a battleground of ideas. And now I know what you're thinking. Victorian prose? Really? Isn't that just a bunch of long-winded, overly complicated sentences that no one has the time or patience to read anymore? Sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry, right? But here's the twist. Victorian prose is anything but boring. It's a treasure trove of rich, intricate narratives and profound insights that can still resonate with us today. Think of it like that vintage Aston Martin gathering dust in your granddad's garage. It might seem old-fashioned, but once you fire it up, it's an absolute beast. The same goes for Victorian prose. Once you get past the initial layers of dust, you'll find a world teeming with life, passion, and adventure. From the religious musings of John Henry Newman to the socialist rants of William Morris, Victorian prose is a roller coaster ride of styles, ideas, and historical drama. These writers weren't just putting pen to paper, they were challenging the status quo, questioning societal norms, and pushing the boundaries of what literature could be. We're talking about a time when Britain was the biggest, baddest empire on the planet, but also a time of massive social change, scientific discoveries, and let's not forget, some seriously good writing. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, bringing with it both progress and problems. Writers of the time captured this duality, reflecting the hopes and fears of a society in flux. Forget your preconceived notions about stuffy old writers in dusty libraries. These authors were anything but dull. They were the intellectual rock stars of their era, grappling with issues that are still relevant today: faith, progress, the nature of society, and the human condition. These guys were the rock stars of their time, grappling with faith, progress, and the very nature of society. They debated, they discussed, and they wrote with a fervor that can still ignite our imaginations today. Their works are a testament to the power of the written word to inspire, provoke, and transform. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a high-octane journey through the world of Victorian prose, where the sentences are long, the ideas are bold, and the impact is undeniable. Ready? Let's go. We'll explore the works of Charles Dickens, whose vivid characters and social critique still resonate. We'll delve into the Gothic realms of Mary Shelley and Bram Stoker, whose tales of horror and science fiction continue to captivate. And let's not forget the poetic brilliance of Alfred Lord Tennyson and the philosophical depth of Thomas Carlyle. Each of these writers offers a unique window into the Victorian soul, a soul that was as complex and multifaceted as the era itself. As we journey through this literary landscape, we'll uncover the hidden gems and forgotten masterpieces that deserve a second look. We'll see how Victorian prose laid the groundwork for modern literature, influencing countless writers and shaping the way we think about storytelling. So, whether you're a seasoned reader or a curious newcomer, there's something here for everyone. Let's dive in and discover the magic of Victorian prose together. First up, we've got John Henry Newman, a man who could write his way out of a paper bag and into the annals of literary history. Imagine a world before Twitter wars and Facebook rants, where the battleground for ideas was the printed page. That was Newman's arena, and boy did he know how to fight with words. Newman was a man of deep faith, a cardinal in the Catholic Church, but he wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo. He believed in reason and logic, in questioning everything, even his own beliefs. His most famous work, Apologia Pro Vita Sua, is basically a giant mic drop of a book, where he defends his conversion to Catholicism against all the haters. Newman's writing is known for its clarity and precision. He's not one for flowery language or beating around the bush. He gets straight to the point, using logic and reason like a verbal scalpel. Reading Newman is like having a brilliant, slightly intimidating professor explain the universe to you. You might not agree with everything he says, but you can't help but admire his intellect. But let's dive deeper into what made Newman such a compelling figure. Born in 1801, he was initially an Anglican priest before his dramatic conversion to Catholicism in 1845. This wasn't just a personal transformation, it was a seismic shift that sent ripples through the religious community of his time. Newman's journey was fraught with challenges. He faced intense scrutiny and criticism from both Anglicans and Catholics. Yet, he remained steadfast, using his pen as his sword and shield. His writings, including The Idea of a University, have had a lasting impact on educational philosophy, emphasizing the importance of a liberal arts education. Newman's influence extended beyond theology and education. He was a prolific letter writer, engaging in correspondence with some of the most influential thinkers of his time. His letters reveal a man deeply committed to intellectual rigor and spiritual depth. One of the most fascinating aspects of Newman's life was his ability to bridge the gap between faith and reason. In an era when science and religion were often seen as opposing forces, Newman argued that they could coexist harmoniously. His work, An Essay in Aid of a Grammar of Assent, delves into the nature of belief and how we come to hold certain truths. Newman's legacy is not just confined to his writings. He was also a key figure in the Oxford movement, which aimed to return the Church of England to its Catholic roots. This movement had a profound impact on the Anglican Church and continues to influence it to this day. In 2010, Newman was beatified by Pope Benedict XVI, a testament to his enduring influence and the respect he commands within the Catholic Church. His life and work continue to inspire scholars, theologians, and believers around the world. So the next time you find yourself in a heated debate or grappling with a complex idea, think of John Henry Newman. His life reminds us that words have power, and that through reasoned argument and deep faith, we can challenge the status quo and leave a lasting impact on the world. Newman was more than just a wordsmith. He was a revolutionary thinker who dared to question and redefine the boundaries of faith and reason. His legacy is a testament to the enduring power of the written word. And that, dear viewers, is why John Henry Newman remains a towering figure in both literary and religious history. His words continue to resonate, reminding us of the profound impact one individual can have through the power of writing. So, whether you're a writer, a thinker, or someone who simply loves a good story, take a page from Newman's book. Challenge the norms, question everything, and never underestimate the power of your words. Because in the end, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. And John Henry Newman said it best. Now let's talk about the world Newman lived in. Imagine a Britain on steroids, factories churning out smoke, cities bursting at the seams, and the British Empire stretching across the globe like a giant, greedy octopus. It was a time of unprecedented change and upheaval, and Newman was right in the thick of it. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, turning farmers into factory workers and quiet villages into sprawling cities. Science was challenging traditional beliefs, with Darwin's theory of evolution shaking the foundations of religion. And amidst all this chaos, Newman was wrestling with his own faith, trying to find a place for God in this rapidly changing world. It's no surprise then that Newman's writing reflects the anxieties and uncertainties of his time. He writes about doubt and faith, about the search for truth in a world that seems to be constantly changing. But through it all, there's a sense of hope, a belief that even in the midst of chaos, there's still beauty and meaning to be found. Next up, we've got William Morris, a man who took Victorian prose in a whole new direction. Born in 1834, Morris was a visionary who left an indelible mark on the world of art and design. His influence extended far beyond the written word, touching every aspect of Victorian life and culture. While Newman was busy debating theology, Morris was busy designing wallpaper. But not just any wallpaper. His designs were revolutionary, bringing a new level of artistry and craftsmanship to what had been a mundane household item. Yes, you read that right. Wallpaper. Morris believed that beauty should be an integral part of everyday life, and he set out to make that a reality through his intricate and nature-inspired designs. Morris was a true polymath, a poet, a designer, a socialist, and a general all-around Renaissance man. His talents were as diverse as they were profound, and he excelled in each of his many pursuits. He believed that art should be accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy elite. This conviction drove him to create works that were both beautiful and affordable, ensuring that art could be enjoyed by all. He hated the shoddy, mass-produced goods of the Industrial Revolution and longed for a return to the craftsmanship of the medieval era. Morris saw the Industrial Revolution as a time of great loss for the arts, where quality and beauty were sacrificed for speed and profit. And so, Morris set about trying to beautify the world, one handcrafted tapestry at a time. His tapestries were not just decorative pieces, but were imbued with a sense of history and tradition, each one telling a story through its intricate designs. He founded a design firm, Morris & Company, that produced everything from furniture to stained glass windows, all with an emphasis on beauty, craftsmanship, and social responsibility. The firm became a beacon of quality and artistic integrity, setting new standards in the world of design. But Morris wasn't just a pretty maker. He was a thinker, a writer, and a speaker who used his platform to advocate for social change. He was also a passionate socialist, believing that everyone deserved a decent standard of living and a chance to enjoy the finer things in life. Morris saw the inequalities of his time and sought to address them through both his art and his activism. He saw art and design as a way to create a more just and equitable society. For Morris, beauty was not a luxury but a necessity, something that could uplift the human spirit and bring people together. His legacy lives on, not just in the beautiful objects he created, but in the ideals he championed. Ideals that continue to inspire and resonate to this day.